Okay, so it's an Ives boxing gym. I'm joined by cruiserweight Karl Wheeler. How you doing, Karl?
I'm alright, thank you. I've just finished sparring, so...
Out of breath. So, obviously still putting in the work, Karl. Obviously you fought not so long ago, your first one back out for a while. Out again in a couple of weeks' time, the 5th of December. How's preparation began? Obviously just seeing you sparring tonight.
Going great, yeah. I've just done like 8 rounds, so, you know, sparring's been going great. To be honest, for the last fight, I must have sparred twice, I think. So, I feel like I'm a new man now, so hopefully I can get the improvements to show it.
Did you say you only sparred twice for your preparation for your last fight?
I did, yeah.
Why was that, Karl?
Because of my knee, like, I was struggling. I had the operation, and you know, it was just hurting a bit more than what I thought. They actually told me not to fight for the whole of 2015, but you know, I'm a stubborn man. I was like, no, I've got to do it. I've got to fight, you know. So
you, obviously you mentioned that you had an operation thing. Obviously you had 9 years out of the ring.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about why you was out for so long, Karl. Was it connected to the injury?
Yeah, I done my wrist in on my 13th pro fight in Peterborough, my hometown. I done my wrist badly, and you know, I've had 2 operations on there. I've got a screw in there and all sorts, and I've got my hip bone in there, and so that's kind of why. And I had my son as well, and you know, I'll bring him up. I'll bring him up by myself. Well, but I've got like a beautiful girlfriend now, you know, Lisa. So she's had me out of those now. But yeah, I was bringing him up all them years, and I just didn't really think about coming back. You know, I was just being a dad. So, and he went to school one day. It's quite a funny story actually. He went to school one day. Where is he? He's here somewhere in the gym. Yeah, he went. Henri, where is he? Come here, quick, run. Come here, quick, run, quick. No, you, come here, quick. I'm telling the story while I was boxing again. Quick, come here, sit down. So, right, he comes home from school one day, and he goes to me, Dad, what's your job? And I was like, unemployed, and I was like, what are you asking that for? And he goes, because we had a discussion at school today, and the teacher was asking us what our dads do for a living. When it came to his turn, he couldn't say anything. He was like, I don't know. And he came home one night and he goes, Dad, what's your job? I was like, why? He told me the story, and I was like, I look after you, mate, you know. It's hard, it's hard. And I was sitting in bed, lump in my throat, crying my eyes out like a big baby, and that next morning, back in the gym fighting, didn't I? And now what am I?
Professional boxer.
There you go.
So how hard was it for you, Karl? Obviously 9 years out. Obviously did you come back into the ring because of your son and thing? Yeah. Was the desire still there, or is it a forced desire?
I've always missed it and loved it, but you know, I've had responsibilities. You know, I've had him to look after, and he's my number one priority. You know, so and you know, I love it. I love boxing. I watch it on TV all the time. I follow it. I still train. I still trained all them times, but not obviously as much. And you know, I just thought, you know what? Let's have another go. Let's do it. And you know, I'm happy that I did. I do it for him. Everyone says to me, you should do it for yourself, but I love him more than me, so I do it for him. You know, so that's it.
So what's different?
And for my missus and her little girl as well. So I'll do it for them as well. You know. So
is there anything different? Do you feel any different this time around to it was 9 years ago, Karl? Are you a different man, same man?
Different man. I've been through so much. You know, I've literally been to hell. I've been to hell and back. You know, I've changed. I'm a different man now. I feel like I can't lose. I feel like I would not let another person beat me. That's what I feel. If it happens, you know, I'm going to get caught with a lucky shot because it's cruiserweight boxing. It's going to happen. There's going to be a time when I'm going to have to pick myself up off the canvas. You know, but you know what? The way I think, no one can beat me. I just think, I've got this. I can't lose. You know what I mean? Can we? Can't do it.
So talk about obviously cruiserweight division, Karl. It's obviously become a bit of a hotbed of position. The category's growing. Predominantly, it's always been a small weight category. There seems to be more and more people in the cruiserweight division now. There's some big names in it. Who do you think's a standout in the cruiserweight division in the UK at the moment?
I like Oval McKenzie, to be honest. You know, he's lost 12 or 13. No, he's lost 12 and drawn one. Yeah. You know, he's lost 12 because he started off a bit of a journeyman. You know, just learning the games, and then he must have just woke up one day and thought, I'm going to start knocking everyone out. And you know, he's the kind of guy who who've got to think, you know what, it don't matter what your record is, if you really want something, you can take it.
And some would say he should be a world champion now, obviously just for Argentina. All right, Cole, so obviously you come into the 5th of December, obviously not an opponent match at the moment. You know, what are we going to see in this fight that we haven't seen from you in the last fight? Obviously you've sparred more this time. Is there anything different you've been working on? Or?
I've sparred more, I've been working on my speed and stuff, and I've been working on everything. Steve don't let me have a little break, he's like, work on this, work on that. The best thing about Steve, he tells you, he don't just praise you. You go in some gyms and they're like, all right, champ, oh, that's great. Steve don't. Steve's like, that's rubbish. That's not good. He tells you the stuff what you're bad at. He also praises you as well and tells you the good things. But if he sees something bad, he will be the first one to tell you, and he'll fix it, he'll fix the problem. So we go on great,
All right, Cole, so if people want to follow the movement, if people want to get in contact, how do they get hold of you on Facebook, you on Twitter?
Yeah, I've got a Twitter account, it's at Karl Fit. I've got Facebook, Karl Wheeler Myers. So yeah, I've got them. Instagram Karl's Fit as well, I think. So
Cole with a K, isn't it? So
yeah.
All right, Cole, look, thanks very much for joining us, and good luck in your fight on the 5th of December.
Cheers, thank you very much, thank you.